So understand the programming, to see the programming in the easiest way, because this is one of the main quality. Okay, when you work in a big company, a big project, somebody already done some program. Okay, you need to first of all go through that program. How you can easily go through means, I'm going to tell you the tip. So start from brackets and see, look for the end of the bracket. So this is a simple step. You can see the total application is going to be a single function. Okay, guys, clear? The total application is going to be a single function. The function is going to run when we click the button. Clear? So clear means just type super Bernie Richard. Okay, you can able to understand that entire application is a simple function. The function named get API. You can name anything. Okay, you can name anything. So now clearly look. So when we click the button, when we on click the button, this function is going to be run. Okay, this function is going to be run. So then what is inside the function? Okay, so the next thing, what is inside the function? Are you guys clear? Can you able to get that? Yes, very very simple. Okay, clearly listen. So inside the function there are so many programs. Okay, inside the function there are so many programs. You can see, simple methods. Okay, I'm going to delete this, and then I'm going to delete this, and then I'm going to delete this, and then I'm going to delete this. So what are these? Okay, so now we can able to understand how we are going to program. Okay, how we are going to program. So here you can see, when I click the button, or else we can came the reverse order. Okay, I'm going to delete first this one. Yes, and I'm going to delete the, okay, I'm going to delete the second one. Can you wait for me? And I'm going to delete the third one. I'm going to delete the fourth one. Okay, yes. Now here you can see, when always really listen, very very simple. If you understand the flow means the concept, at the same time the logic will be very easy for you. Okay, yes. So when I'm going to click the button, so now you can see, if we click the button means nothing happened, because there is no JavaScript. Okay, there is no JavaScript. We click the button, nothing is going to be fetched. Okay, nothing is going to be fetched. So don't worry, I will tell you about the API also. I will tell you about the API also. Yes. Here, after clicking the button, the get API function is going to run. Okay, the get API function is going to run. First of all, what we are going to do is, when the function run, the function going to fetch. Okay, so fetch water. So fetch some sand, water maybe. Okay, so fetch some data from where? So that is the question. Okay, so we are going to use the function fetch. We are going to use the function fetch. Okay, so just simply understand it grammar. Okay, simply understanding grammar. What is fetch? So fetch that ball. So take that ball. Something like it. So fetch some data from that library. So fetch some books from that library. Okay. So these are called as fetch. Okay. Same like that, we are going to get some data from an API. So you can see, so this is the API. So kindly took a screenshot. Okay, or guys, kindly took a screenshot. So this is the API. Okay, this is the API we are going to use here. So kindly took a screenshot. Okay, so HTTPS, so colon and then slash JSON placeholder dot typico.com dot post. Okay, this is the address. So this is the address. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, listen. Now what we are going to do is, I'm going to put the mouse over here and click the follow link, and I'm going to open the link. Okay, so this is the apartment. So clearly listen, I will going to tell you with simple examples. Kindly listen. API equal to, okay, so API equal to like a big apartment. Okay, so big apartment. So inside the apartment there are so many rooms. Okay, so rooms are placed as the room number, floor number 17 and 17 1, 17 2, 17 3, like that. Okay, same like that. Here you can see, In this apartment, okay, in this apartment, you can see so many members. User ID 1, user ID 2, and then user ID 3, user ID 4. There are so many data are already packed, okay. So these are called as third party API. Someone is already created. For example, a W3 school website, okay. So W3 school website or a website to learn a Python. Somebody is already created. You are going to search. How we are going to search? Yes, we are going to search like W3 schools. After clicking the W3 schools, some data is fetched, okay? Some data is fetched and visible. Same like that. Here also, when I fetch this, some data is going to be visible. Same process. Always clear? When we type and give enter, and when we click the button, some data is going to fetch from some database. Okay, some database means some storage area. So that storage area is called as our API. Okay, always clear? So clear means just a clear Bernie with chambers. Okay, so this is the place. This is the place. There are so many already pre-written data are there. This is called as third-party API. Now what we are going to do is we are going to fetch the all data from this address. For example, you are going to vacate your room. Okay, you are going to vacate your room, and you are going to tell the persons who are going to vacate your room. So, bro, this is my address, the apartment, 17th floor, second room. So, these are the things you are going to fetch and you are going to put in some place. Okay, same like that. This is the address. From this address, we are going to fetch all data. So, this is our data. Okay, we fetched all our data. So, okay, Bernie, then what is about then and catch? Okay, what is about then and catch? Can you listen? So, this is the concept we are going to see mainly today. This is the concept we are going to see mainly today. This understanding is more important for your back end knowledge. Okay, so whenever I put the mouse over the face, you can see promise. So what is mean promise? Okay, so what is mean promise? So fetch is a method inside the promise. Okay, so fetch is a method inside the promise. Okay, sir. Okay, yes. Generally, what is promise? We are going to give some. Okay, we are going to give some words to others. Okay, promise you, I will bring you the something like 10 rupees or 20 rupees. It's a childhood. Okay, I promise you, I will provide you the money back. Same like that. This is promise. Okay. So what is promise in JavaScript? Okay. So kindly listen. I'm going to tell you one of the main concepts. What is promise? Generally, promise means there is going to be three things. Okay. There is going to be three things. For example, promise is going to be pending. Okay. For example, clearly see the sentence. Clearly see the sentence. Bro, I promise you. Okay. I am coming to pick up you. Okay, so you are waiting for your friend. How many of you hear this sentence from your friend? So, bro, promise. I promise you, I am coming to pick you. Okay, so pick up you. Okay, how many of you hear this? Yes, definitely everyone will hear this. Okay, same like that. So, girls also. So, girl, kindly wait. I will came to your house today. Okay, I am coming to your house. So, the bro is made a promise. The bro is made a promise. So now the promise is going to be divided into three things, which is nothing but pending, resolved, or reject. So pending means he is coming. So you whether no he is not come or he will come. Okay, so you whether no he is coming. The promise is pending. The function is running. The fetching is running. Always clear? The fetching is running. So whenever we click the button, we are going to fetching. So fetching. Okay, but resolved means okay, sir. You can see that fetching. The process is going. Okay, so resolve means he come. Okay, so he come. So as promise, bro promise, he come to pick up also. Okay, this is called as resolved. So this is meaning fetched. Okay, so kindly understand the grammatical difference. You will be yes. So definitely we will have that friend. Okay. So what is the third type friend? Yes, he going to disappoint us. Okay, he not come. So same like that, not fetched. So these are the three possibilities of promise. A promise is pending. As I told you before that, if you attend the 30 days class means, kindly listen. If you attend the 30 days class means, I promise you that in day one, I promise you. I promise you that you will become an intermediate level. Our 30 days is not completed, okay? So still, my promise is pending. But whenever, okay, so kindly listen, whenever the 30th day is finished, if you attend the 30 complete days, yes, my promise is resolved. Okay, my promise is resolved. If in case for example, okay, in case there going to be happening some minor accident for me, okay, in case I'm not able to take class for you means, yes, my promise is rejected. I only take the 13-day class, so remaining 70 days class is not taken for you, so then my promise is rejected. For example, you are put the delivery, okay, so you are put some order, so order is coming, so order is coming, so within 3 days, so the promise is pending, okay, the order is coming within 3 days. Okay, so order come means, yes, the promise is resolved. Order rejected means the promise is rejected. Okay, it's now clear. So now clear means just type clear for the chat box. So this is called as promise. Okay. So whenever we are going to use promise means, yes, whenever there is going to be some function like asynchronous function. Okay, so what is that means? Asynchronous function means, okay, sorry for that, asynchronous function. Sorry for that. Okay. Always now clear everyone. I waiting for you. I thought I need to drink some water and I drank, okay. Always clear. So kindly wait. Very simple. So now whenever promise is going to be happen means, these are the main interview questions, okay. What is asynchronous function? We are not going to, okay, so kindly listen. Okay, so what is asynchronous function and then what is synchronous function? I will tell you the example for both of them. Okay. Okay, sir. So asynchronous function means booking ticket in online. Okay, so booking ticket in online. So what is this means? Okay, so what is this means? So booking ticket in offline. Okay, so what is the difference between synchronous and asynchronous? Anyway, when you booking the ticket in offline, you need to wait for the previous member process. Okay, kindly wait. There is going to be a queue. Otherwise, kindly understand this example. There is going to be a queue. Okay, in the queue, you are the second person. You need to wait for the complete run of the function of first person. After, okay, after you book the ticket only, you can able to book your ticket. This is called a synchronous. You are in a line, okay. But here you can see booking tickets in online, okay. In online, at the same time, same second, I can also able to book the ticket. You can also able to book the ticket. Same like that. So this is called as asynchronous function. So running parallel function, okay. This means when the first function finished only means the second function can able to run. Clear? Otherwise, clear means just type wow but in the chat box. For example, asynchronous means uh, milk in one stove. Okay, so milk in one stove. You need not to be wait for the need not to be wait for the complete process of cooking the milk. Okay, on the same day we can also be put the water on another stove. So this is called as asynchronous function. In that asynchronous function only the promise is going to be done. Okay. So if milk is get cooked or not. So not like cooking. So what is the term for so boiled? Okay, so boiling the milk. If the milk is boiled or not. So boiling means promise is pending. Okay, boiling means promise is pending. So boiled means promise is resolved. So the gas is off means the promise is rejected. Very simple. So now look into this program. Are you guys clear now? If the data is fetched means yes. Then okay, so then means the promise is done means okay. So promise is done means then okay. Not done means catch. So catch the error okay. So that is going to be another function. Kindly listen. If you're not able to understand the program, follow the brackets okay. So follow the brackets. It will be helpful for you. Inside the then method, there is going to be a function. So what is mean by response okay? So what is mean by response? Okay, sir. This is an argument to catch the data. Okay, so this is an argument to catch the data. After fetching this method, throw the data. Without this, okay, so without this parameter, you cannot able to catch the data. Okay, so there need to be a parameter inside the function. After catching the data, we are going to return the another value response.json okay sir, kindly wait. Step 1, clearly listen. Step 1, we fetch the data okay. So we fetch the data. After fetch the data, we are going to throw the data okay. We are going to throw the data. Throwing the data in then method. So then means okay, what is mean by that? Kindly listen. You can see, bro, I promise you to and coming to pick up you. Yes, he came, okay? He came. So after came means what? So my friend came means you are going to travel with your friend in the same way. Then you can travel within the same bus. Catch means if the boy is not come means you need to go through the bus. So then means promise resolved. Catch means promise rejected. Or yes, you can able to understand with the real time example. If your friend come means then you can go with your friend. Not means you will go to another method which is nothing but catch okay error. So the data is fetched means we are going to store the data in response and then you are going to use some another method okay. This method is for convert the data into JSON format. So what is JSON format means? Human readable format okay. So JSON means JavaScript okay. So JSON means JavaScript object notation. So this is called as JSON okay. For example, it will look like this. For example, data1 okay. So data1, inside the data1, for example, name. This is the name. The value of name is going to be very simple things. So this class is so much important as I told you before. Same like okay. And then same like that. Age. So this is called as key value pairs. Okay, this is called as key and value pairs. So age is going to be 26. Are guys clear? Age is going to be 26. Okay. So this is called as key value pairs. Okay. The key is name. The key is name, age, and then gender. So height, weight, whatever. Okay. So this is called as value. This is called as value. Okay. Very simple things. So key and then value pairs. So name is the key, 1 is the value. Age is the key, 20 is the value. So this is called as key value pairs and total it is called as JSON format. So now you can see we fetched our data. Okay, fetched our data. If fetched means then we are going to change the data into JSON format for easily accessible. You can see user ID is the key, value is 1. ID is the key, value is 1. Title is the key, value is the title, and then body is the key, value is the body. All are simple. Always clear? So this is very very simple, okay? Yes. So little bit Tamil word is came from me. So all of that. So simple, okay? So simple. Always clear? I'm ready for you. It is very difficult to manage both English and Tamil batch are in parallel, okay? Okay, super. So now listen to me. Now listen to me. This is called as our JSON format. We fetched our data and then using the then method. So fetched means then what you going to do with the data. So response, okay. So we are going to change into JSON format and then our again another then method. Okay. So what is that means? After the data is converted into JSON format, we are going to throw again, okay, and we are going to catch and save in data. So now all the values are in the variable data. Now all the values are in this variable data. So now what we are going to do is, here you can see we provided the empty container, okay? We provided the empty container. The name of the empty container is data hyphen container, okay? So here you can see variable container equal to document dot, you can also provide let also, okay? You can also provide let also. So document dot get element by id, and this is our container. Now we are going to store the container in a variable, okay? Store the container in a variable for shortening our program, or yes, for shortening our program, okay? So container dot. So if not means you need to provide a document dot get element by id container dot append set. You need to provide the control C. You can see you need to replace the container with the entire part. So document dot get element by id. Okay, so document dot get element by id. Are guys clear? This is very very simple. Yes. So that is the purpose we are providing. That is the purpose we are providing a variable to store the container. Then a simple for loop. Okay. Then a simple for loop. Please listen. For variable I is equal to 0. Here only we are creating a new variable. Okay. We can provide any name. Okay. For data equal to 0. So data less than 1 means I plus plus. So what is that means? We are going to create another division inside a division. Okay. As I told you before, there are so many JavaScript concepts to maintain our front end. Okay. For example, document dot create element, we can create a new element from the JavaScript itself. For example, can provide an h1, okay? We can provide a h1 element, we can provide a paragraph, okay? We can provide an image, okay? Here we provide a division, okay? Here we provide a division. So we are creating a new element. So kindly note down it, document dot create element. Okay, so just type document dot create element in the chat box. Okay, otherwise don't bother about the program. So you need to take some time. You need to take some time to create and learn this all program. Okay, but what you are going to do today is you are going to understand the application. You are going to understand the concept. Okay, so that is the only thing you need to worry about. Don't worry about the program. Okay, so clear. So clear means just type on heart emoji in the chat box. Yes, document dot get element. Now listen, we are going to create an element and going to store here. And then we already know that. So document dot get element by ID and then dot inner HTML. Same like that. Here our newly created element name is post. So inside the post we are going to change the inner HTML. So while we are providing JavaScript, while we are using JavaScript, this is the method, okay? This is the method. For example, in an HTML tag, you can directly provide h1 like this, okay? In an HTML tag, you can directly provide HTML like this. But in our JavaScript, if you need to add an HTML, you need to use the double, okay? So double quotation. Are you guys clear? You need to use the double quotation. So inside the double quotation, open the opening tag. and we stored our API data in data variable, okay, and this is going to be our I. So now the I is 0. So first one is 0, okay. So we are going into the 0th one. We are going into the 0th one and going to take the title. Okay, simply see now. So the value, okay. So this is how the data is looking like. Okay, data one dot key. If you type means the answer equal to, the answer is going to be value. The answer is going to be value. If you get the value burning means you need to give like yes, we are in the data one, we are in the data one, and in the data one we are going to get the name key. If you provide like this means the value will be burning. So you provide like age means the value will be 26. Same like that you can see 0th one. So data we stored in our data, okay, we stored in our all things in data. So data and then the value, okay, the array value is 0. So in the first one we are going to pick the title. So put it in a h1 tag, and then in the same first one we are going to take the body. So now you can see if you take the title means this is going to be your value. If you take the body means this is going to be your value. Okay, it's clear? So clear means just type clear Barney in the chat box. Clear means just type clear by the chat box. So if you provide ID means it will be 1. You can also add like this, okay? Obviously you can also add like this. What we are going to do is same thing. Yes. You are going to add like H1. Okay, done. So and then what you are going to do is add like same thing, okay. So data, so I, okay, so I, the variable is going to be I dot, you can also add ID, okay, you can also add ID and plus. So this is going to be plus, okay. So now what we are going to do is we are going to close the HTML tag, okay, H1. Yes. So this is the method, okay. So this is the method we are using to add our ID, okay. And okay, done. The plus is going to be here. So using this method, you can add this. What we have done here. Okay, you need to add plus also, okay. So with the heading tag, okay. So with the heading tag, we are going to insert our fetching data. So now it is going to be like a string, okay. So heading tag opening plus data plus heading tag closing plus another heading tag opening plus data value title plus and then h1 closing. So now you can get the number also. So this is called the fetching method, okay. This is called the fetching method, very simple. And then okay, so and then we created a new thing. Kindly listen. We created a new thing and then paste this all in the new thing. So new division and going to append child means we are going to insert that post division into container division. Are you guys clear? So this is going to be our container division. This is going to be our container division, and then this is going post is going to be our new division. In our new division, we inserted our API data, and we are going to append child means subdivision. Okay, inside the first division, we are going to provide this subdivision using JavaScript method, and then if okay, so and then okay, sorry for that. Yes, we need to. This is the method, okay. Okay, right. So leave it there. Okay, control is not working. Don't worry. I will delete this. Okay, we can delete this one. Yes. Don't worry. In catch, okay. In catch, we can give function as if the error is thrown means, okay. If the error is thrown means we can provide some values. Okay, we can provide some values. For example, we can provide a function inside a, okay, so we can provide a function inside the catch. Inside the function we can catch the error using a, okay, using a parameter. You can provide something like, so console dot log. Okay, so you can provide console dot log. Okay, so in the console dot log you can provide the error message. If the, in case if the data is not fetched means, in case your friend is not come means, we need to go in the bus. So this is called as our catch. Okay, so catch is for error, then is for the promise is resolved. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to click the button, the data is going to fetch. Okay, and we are going to click the button, the data is going to fetch, because the function is going to be run only one time. Okay, the function is going to be run only one time. So at the same time we need to fetch the second data, means we can add the another like this. Okay, so another line like this. For example, data equal to I plus 1. Okay, I plus plus, for example. Okay, always clear? It is clear means just type yes but in the chat box. Only thing you need to know is, here you can see, okay, here you can see that the promise value. Okay, the promise value. So whenever fetch is happening, the promise is started. Okay, whenever the fetch is happening, the promise is started. If the promise is resolved means, the promise is resolved means, then you process with another step. So after that also a promise. Okay, yes, if the data is going to change it from normal data to JSON format, so we are going to store the another thing. Okay, so after storing an another then method. Okay, so in the another then method we are going to add the changed data into HTML content. If not possible, we are going to provide the catch. Okay, if not possible, we are going to provide the catch. Okay, so for example, if I delete this and going to fetch means, nothing is going to be happen. Okay, so what we are going to do, right click and we are going to inspect. Okay, for console, right click and then inspect. Here you can see in our console, yes, and error failed to fetch, you can see. Okay, whenever there is no address in the apartment, so bro, Bernie bro, your address is wrong, yes, there is a error, we cannot able to fetch it. So for the reason only we are using catch. Okay, the catch the error and going to print in the console. This is called as promise. Okay, so promise is pending means the function is running, resolved means the function is run successfully, rejected means the function cannot able to run. Okay, so these are the three things. So whenever you are using fetch, yes, it comes under promise. Okay, always clear? Very simple thing, very simple thing. Kindly work on it. When you click the button, the function is going to run. When you click the button, the function is going to run get API. So inside the function we are going to fetch. So we are going to change using then and then catch. Okay, yes, clear? So clear means just type super one in the chat box. Our class is over. So kindly attend the full classes. Not kindly, we need to learn this. Attend the full classes. No attendance link. More than 70% process needed for your days attendance. Minimum 25 days. And then use the same mail ID. And I hope you note down all your doubt. If you have any doubt, please kindly post in our community group. Okay, so mentioning date 13. Alright guys, clear? Hopefully in date 13 you learn about so many things. So these are more areas you need to focus in your interview preparation. Okay, so thank you so much guys, see you soon. So bye bye. So stick with the WhatsApp community group. So whatever may be, okay, so whatever may be classes today or tomorrow, all things, everything will be posted in your WhatsApp group. Okay, so thank you so much and then bye bye. Okay.